Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank. You are listening, caring partner.
Welcome to Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. My guest today is Frida Owinga. She's the director of Passion Profit. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell me about this business.
Passion Profit is a school of entrepreneurship. It's a place where we help individuals to turn their passion into profit.
Okay.
We work with them from idea to reality and beyond. It's a coaching program, so the participants work on an actual idea when they come to class. We're not just giving them a lot of intellectual and academic stuff, but right from day one, you work on an actual idea.
When you say coaching, training, how does it work?
We have an 8-week program, and the first week of that program there's an exercise we take you through. There are tools we use to help you discover what your passion is, based on your experiences, your skills, what are your strengths, what would be a better business fit for you. And if you do come with an idea, we help you to determine if the idea is viable, if it's going to sell, if it's sustainable, and if it will give you a profit. And then throughout the 8 weeks, you'll be working on that idea practically. We also help you to understand what an entrepreneur is, because a lot of times people think because they have a good idea, they can jump out and start a business, but it's not necessarily true. And you also need to understand the different stages of business, the different stages of your service or product, so that you don't get discouraged at the conception stage and quit and go back to work. But now you understand I'm at the conception stage, and these are the different things that I need to expect, that I'll be seeing, and you keep pressing on until you get to the maturity stage.
How did Frida get into this business?
One thing I say, it's divine. It's divine in that I relocated to the U.S. in 1999. And when I relocated, I was in tour and travel with my husband, who's gone to be with the Lord. And I didn't like it. I liked traveling, but I didn't like the tourists. First thing when I got there is people were trying to put me in a box of what immigrants are supposed to do. But being a Christian and understanding my potential in God, I refused to enter any of the boxes. One main box they wanted to put me into was to become a medical assistant or to work as a medical something. And I know that I'm not cut out for working in the hospital. So I totally refused. And they were like, Frida, you will sleep hungry. America is different. You can't work in an office. My background is management. So I was like, I can work in an office. Make me a receptionist, anything, but don't put me in a hospital. So that's really how it started, that I started working in an office, and other immigrants were like, how come you work in an office and you have an accent? I said, because that is what God called me to do. The same God in Kenya is the God in America, and he knows I'm here, so he wouldn't change things just because I'm here. And I had the privilege to work in a church as a church business administrator, and it was a church that was pastored by an African person, very nice person, but they were doing things the African way, but we're in America. So having experienced life in other bigger American churches, I had the privilege to worship at Creflo Dollar's church, Bishop Eddie Long, those kinds of churches. I started helping to change this church, not knowing that I was really walking into what God has called me to do. So we changed. I started training the volunteers. I started putting systems and structure in place. And the church started changing. And we started getting Americans coming into the church. And other African pastors started asking our senior pastor, that, what are you doing? And he would say, ask Frida. I don't know what she does. You know, she's the one changing the whole place. And then the other pastors started inviting me to their churches. So I started doing leadership and management training in those churches and developing systems and structure. Oh, wow. But the funny thing that used to happen when I do that is, like during the break or at the end of, training, people would come and start telling me their dreams. Like, Frida, I have this dream. Frida, I wish I could do this. And I'd encourage them, and we'd keep in touch, and they'd continue and, start doing a business of some sort and get out of the rut they were in. Then I thought, I could do this for money. Yeah. Yeah. So I got some coaching training, and then I started one-on-one, and then in 2005 I quit and went in full-time.
Business that you started in America, was it Passion Profit? Is that the name that you used there?
The name I used in America is Excellent Image, and Excellent Image is also registered here. Excellent Image provides leadership and management training. Okay. Passion Profit evolved out of Excellent Image. When I came to Kenya in 2009, I was like, yeah, our customer service could do better, our business models could do better. So I thought I'd start with Excellent Image. But the training market is so crowded, and people don't value training, and they can't really differentiate value from just somebody who has done their research on website and is trying to give them a training. And it was quite an uphill task, trying to do that. So I sat down and I prayed and I asked God, how can I differentiate myself? And my core strength is entrepreneurship, because even when I went for coach training, right from as far back as I did the exercise and could see what I excelled in was entrepreneurship, always trying to make money and finding opportunities how to make money. As I did the leadership and management training, a couple of people would come and I'd give them one-on-one coaching on how to transition from having a job to having a business.
Tell me, if I now come to Passion Profit, having evolved from America and then, now in Kenya, what products and services would I find?
We have a number of different products. The first product is our one-on-one coaching. Okay. The one-on-one coaching is to help that person who is working and wants to transition into a business. It's a 12-week program, and we meet for 90 to 2 hours per week during the 12-week period. Mm-hmm. The other program we have is the group coaching, and that's an 8-week program. We meet every Saturday, 8:30 to 12:30. It's called Start Up Your Passion, and it's practical. We help you get an idea. We give you the skills and tools that you need to run with this idea. Then the third product we have is Passion Profit Club. It's going to be made up of all the people that are going through our classes. It's going to be a networking forum, and we have a dinner. So when our class ends, we have what we call a celebration gala and networking dinner. So all the people that have been through the class will come for the dinner. They get to network, they get to pitch their products, they meet some more people, and we invite sponsors, other people that are interested in entrepreneurs. Yeah. Our other product is Growth Passion. Growth Passion are business clinics. They're business clinics for people that are already in business, that their businesses are from 5 to 7 years old, and the business is growing, and they're looking for strategies to just make the business grow the right way, to go to the next level. Maybe they're dealing with staff issues, or they're dealing with money issues. So we help them. We come to them and we find out what exactly is going on, and we do a clinic for them.
We need to take a short break now. When we return, you'll tell us more about Passion Profit. Don't go away. Welcome back. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Today I'm speaking to Frida Owinga. She's the director of Passion Profit. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Before you went on the break, you were sharing with us your amazing business. I'm thinking, especially for this show, which is really watched by a lot of entrepreneurs, that your business is relevant to a lot of people watching. And I'm wondering, how do you market yourself?
The first place they need to go is the website. My website is www.passion2profit.co. On the website, they'll see the different programs that we have. There's even a DVD clip of some people that have been through the program, and they'll see a little bit of what I say about what Passion to Profit is. They can also be my friend on Facebook. I always have updates on what is going on, and there's a Passion Profit community page also on Facebook.
Tell me about the journey and the challenges.
The challenges have been fun. on hindsight. Because like when I was working at the church and I was trying to initiate all those changes, it wasn't fun. And of course, there's a lot of conflict, especially with people that had been in the church longer than I had been. And one thing I'd like to tell entrepreneurs or people that are starting out is, don't crumble at challenges. Challenges are making you. Challenges are creating your story. So, and it's in hindsight that I realized when I was going through it, I was probably crying and wanting to hang up my boots and stuff like that. So that's one. I know another challenge people want me to talk about is capital, but I always refuse to talk about that capital for two reasons. One reason, I'm a strong believer that if God is calling you to something, He provides, and He provides in such miraculous ways. And if you're thinking of being an entrepreneur, capital should not be a challenge if you plan your life accordingly. For instance, the simple things you can do while you're working: bank your money. Get your money through the bank. Just have a standing order of your salary that goes through the bank so that you develop a relationship with the bank manager. And when you start your company, you can get personal loans for, to finance your assets and stuff like that. Oftentimes people get an idea and they have it in their head. I want to do this big thing and I need 20 million. You've never handled 20 million. And there's nobody sitting somewhere with 20 million just wanting to give it to you. We need to debunk the challenge myth. They're there, but they're things that we can work through, because God never allows anything to come to us except that we can handle. So it's really our perspective.
What are the lessons learned, especially because your business deals with people?
Run away from people that want things for free. And I'm not apologetic about it. And people always feel that because I'm an entrepreneur, there needs to be some donor funding for me. There needs to be a venture capitalist out there who needs to help me. But this is the deal. If you have imagined something, only you can achieve it. And you have to sit down and think through how you will achieve it. Somebody came up with an idea of starting a laundromat and they wanted to start with 20 washing machines. I'm like, why don't you start with one? Don't be greedy. Be patient. Be willing to work and put in the hard work, because nothing good comes easy and nothing good comes overnight.
What does it take to be in your kind of business?
One thing, you need some coach training. The other thing is you need to understand people and be willing to work with people and have a heart to help people succeed. Have a heart, because my desire is to see the business landscape of Kenya changed. That we are having businesses that are coming up and the customer service is good. We're having businesses that are coming up and people are not being ripped off. Yeah. People are delivering on their promise. And that takes commitment. It's beyond training, it's beyond skill. It takes heart and passion.
5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you look at Passion Profit, what do you see?
I see, number one, that we're going to be not just in Nairobi, but in the main cities of Kenya. I see us across East Africa and Africa, maybe beyond 5 years, and Africa. My desire is to be the leading provider of entrepreneurship training for Africa. I see us having a lending institution so we can be able to help those people that genuinely don't have money and have a good idea. And I also see us having like a hub, a place where they can have affordable office solutions, and office where they can meet their, just their office needs. Sometimes it's so expensive to have an office, but somewhere where they can be and we can continue providing them support until they grow and they're able to fly.
Frida, thank you so much for coming to share your story with us. A great inspiration. I wish you well.
Thank you so much, Anne, for having me on the show.
You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. When we return, we'll be speaking to a consultant. Don't go away.
Character means going against the grain, swimming against the crowd. Character means everyone is going south. You know you must go north, because that's what your true north says, that's what your compass says, and going in that direction, which every entrepreneur inherently must build muscle to do.
Have a great week and God bless.
road to success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank. You are listening, caring partner.